Hello everyone, welcome back to the only series on my channel, the Reddit series, because I'm a Reddit channel. Today we'll be looking at some VaxxHappened. This is also a very popular subreddit and I can see why. You know, the negativity and whatnot, everyone loves that. So let's dive into some stories about kids who will never live past the age of 10. In case you guys haven't seen this subreddit before, here's a very good summary image. You know, you got your meme on the top that explains, you know, well, there's really no study that says vaccines are safe. You know, even in the past 30 years, nobody's come out with it. And then a simple Google search completely proves you wrong, especially a government website like, you know, CDC. So, yeah, so this probably should just give you guys a really good idea as to what to look forward to. And let's dive into the stories. PhD, virologist, and former CDC employee in my town incinerates anti-vax mom. How many people have died from measles in the last 30 years? How many people have died from the vaccine? Seems the risk of the vaccine is a bit higher than the risk of the virus. According to the CDC, we are still considered to have the measles eradicated. If it's still within the normal limits of EBV and flow of eradication numbers, and only one death since 1997, why are measles so scary to you? You're more likely to die from stepping foot inside a public school. You are more likely to die from catching a flesh-eating bacteria from going to the hospital to treat your vaccine-induced flu virus, when the actual double-blind safety studies are actually done on the vaccines. Then let's talk. Until then, no government or civilian should even think about mandating medication that is costing $4 billion in taxpayers' money in order to pay off the victims of vaccine injury, VAERS, especially for something identified as unavoidably unsafe. We know that the government has knowingly infected people with cancer, syphilis, and contaminated DNA. Why let them require anything? You do know that measles killed 2 million people a year before vaccines and was the #1 killer for infants? The reason it hasn't killed a lot of people lately, sit down for this, is because the vaccine rates are over 98% keeping infants and immunocompromised people safe. As a virologist with a PhD, I challenge you to find me one reputable source that says the MMR shot will severely hurt you, not some blog. Also, almost every statement you made is categorically false, and you have 0% evidence to back up your statements. All my info comes from the CDC, that's all I need. Ah, gotcha. I worked for the CDC and the MMR is perfectly safe. Yes, epidemiologists investigate VAERS, but when they come back they say the same thing. Person X did not get sick from the MMR, they got food poisoning, they got a black widow spider bite, they got the flu, but they find the real reason. Why? So that we can continue vaccinating the world in a perfectly safe manner without lawyers bringing every anti-vax conspiracy theory to trial. I could walk into your house and give your infant 50 doses of the MMR and they would be just fine. You consume more toxins in a fast food burger than you do in any commercial vaccine. Vaccines work, are perfectly safe, and save millions of lives annually. You know, I really don't need to say much here. The virologist explained you know, everything already. I mean, there is one point that he didn't respond to, and that was the government caused cancer and syphilis because they're stupid. Why would they want to kill their own people? What is the point of this? I don't understand. Anti-vax, VaxxHappened, IQ 0. On to the next story. They're moving on to dogs now. 99% of the comments said they won't vaccinate their dogs. So I just got a puppy. Which vaccines should I get? I'm against vaccines for me and baby, but parvo is a nasty disease and I lost a dog because of it. What's all your opinions? Injection site sarcomas. Search it. Yep, we need to distance ourselves from these people. Today, we spent an entire lecture learning about the anti-vax movement in my university public health class. My professor has been teaching public health for almost 30 years. I could see the disappointment and frustration on her face as she told us that up until a few years ago, this topic was at most a 5-minute footnote she covered when going over the eradication of infectious diseases chapter. And now we spend an entire lecture dedicated to it in addition to it being brought up pretty much every other class. College students, grad and PhD students, researchers, medical professionals, and more now have to take time out of their education to learn about this ridiculous fad led by people's ignorance and feelings, not facts. And here's a whole string of cursing because I mean, it's well deserved, so, yep. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know that last one was a bit quiet, but it is closer to night and I don't want to annoy the other people that are living with me currently. So, gotta be a little bit quiet here. And, so I think this was a good video. Make sure to leave any suggestions in the comments, what subreddits you want me to read, what I want, like, what I can improve, if the audio is bad, you know, whatever. Make fun of me. Go for it. Go ham. But make sure to like and subscribe, and, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.